Real Talk Radio, man. I'm your host with the most, man. GD, man. What's poppin', y'all? Yeah, man. Today, man, I'm going in on these hoes, man, and just the whole recycling of the money, man. Y'all bitches got to start recycling the money. We can't be out here and y'all want to say you're independent, but you're getting money from the government. Now, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it sounds like I'm talking about you, then I probably am. Now, what I'm talking about when I say recycling of the money. Bitches get money from the government. This is all known that they get money from the government, and the government's ran by men. This system was created by men, mostly European, Eurocentric men. So you gotta say, okay, the money that y'all get, the richest bitch on the earth right fucking now, got her money handed to her. I believe it is either one of the Walton family women or Bezos' wife is the richest woman in the earth. Or if it's not her, it's somebody else who had a family inheritance from like her father's like Fortune 500 company, and now you're a fucking multi-billionaire. Bitch, you didn't build anything. You didn't build shit. Like, shit was just handed to you. And you know, it's a scripture in the Bible, and it says something like this. It says, if you get shit for free, you should give it free back. That's why I'm like, we got to do what's called a recycling of the money. And most of y'all hoes is not out here working like that. Y'all getting this money for free. Y'all getting programs and incentives and shit that men ain't really getting. So don't look at it as a bad thing. Like when, if you got to pay for a man's meal or you know, put a man in a place. We've been doing it for y'all for shit since the world was created, man. And if my calculations are correct, not mine, but I'll just say the carbon dating. If the carbon dating calculations are correct with the 4.5 billion years, and that means you could say we've been supporting women for at least 4 point, maybe 4.4 billion of those years. I think y'all can take care of us for maybe till Christ come back. It's all love, man. It's all love. You know, I know nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to chill and do their little shit and everything. But ladies, you got to really think. If y'all weren't working, y'all wanted the job. With power comes responsibility. Money is a form of power. So you can't say you want the money and thus cluck off the responsibility. You still got to have the responsibility that comes with the money. One of those responsibilities that comes with making money is paying taxes. That's like the first responsibility. It's not even a responsibility. It's a fucking guaranteed requirement that you sign every time you get a job or any type of money in America. You have to pay taxes. So automatically, that's part of that responsibility on paying that money. So what other responsibilities do people have when they have a lot of money? Well, a lot of times when people have a lot of money and they don't have any type of business to hire employees, they have a higher tax bracket, which is why people who have a lot of money, they often will get a business and hire a lot of employees so they don't have the same tax bracket that the middle class has, you know, because they have what's called great power and a lot of responsibility with employees, so they get incentives now from the government. You know, it's give and take, really. You know, women be out here getting a Section 8 house, and they be out here getting all this shit and all these different programs and you know, money for free, but then have the nerve to say, I'm an independent woman. How the fuck are you independent? Bitch, that don't make no goddamn sense at all. I mean, shit. Like, make that shit make sense. This right here is the richest woman in the world. You can Google this, search this shit for yourself. Francesca Benecourt Myers, man. Richest woman in the world, man. And she's what's called not an heir, but an heiress. A heiress. And a heiress is basically just a woman who inherits the money because the dad probably didn't have a son, or if he did, he probably thought the motherfucker was so fucking retarded, and he was like, I'm not giving you my bread, so I'm gonna give it to my daughter. You know, some shit like that probably would be the only reason that a woman really would get like the inheritance from her dad and whatnot. Especially if you're talking about any time before like the 19 and 1800 century. So ladies, my lady listeners that's listening to this, trick on these men. Stop being greedy with the money. trick on them. At this point, tricking on a man can only help your situation. If you trick on a man, you're like almost, I want to say maybe 80 or 90% guaranteed to get some dick. So that's going to help your situation, you know. And men have been doing it for the female species for, what did I say? 4.4.999999999.01 or some shit billion years. 4.4999 billion years. Basically, men have been taking care of hoes. So y'all can do it for us for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All it's gonna do, we just gonna look out for y'all more. Y'all can't outgive us because we done already gave 4 billion years. Y'all can't outgive us, motherfucker. We done already gave y'all 4 billion years since the planet been in existence already. So for y'all to outgive us, y'all would have to do it for the next 4.5 billion years. And I wouldn't even ask that of a woman. That's just fucking retarded. You know, I'm not trying to go tit for tat. But what I am saying is use the power that you've been given positively and stop looking at it in a negative light. These men out here without fathers. These men out here without support. Without a father for guidance, without support, they pretty much fed to the wolves from the word jump. From Jump Street, men are thrown in the fucking grinder to the wolves. I think there's a video on YouTube, matter of fact, where they had these little baby chicks, and literally they were like babies, but they were all male chicks. And they took them and they grinded them. Like these are like newborn, like they don't even have a chance to grow into a rooster yet. And they grind them from the grinder. Like, I'm gonna find the video and put this in the clip. And they grind them before they're ever even fucking born. It's like, that's really how men are in society. Like we were born, a lot of us without fathers. So right there, we're already at a disadvantage. And then the fact that men are held to the highest extent of the law, that's another reason. That's another way we're at a disadvantage. And then the fact that most of the government programs, the kids, a lot of times when you look at custody battles and divorce and shit like that in court, a lot of times that goes to the woman, like I want to say 80% or maybe even 90% of the time. So right there, we're at a disadvantage with the court. We're at a disadvantage with the court. We're at a disadvantage with the law. We're at a disadvantage with the family structure because the men are getting kicked out the house left and right, and the women are taking the government resources and saying, fuck you, nigga, I don't want to listen to your ass. I'm just going to raise the kids. But on the downside, now you don't have that male, masculine head of household to kind of show your kids and teach and guide and groom them into, you know, some hopefully decent members of society. You know, this is statistically proven, and I'll probably put it in here or if I can or not. But this is a statistic that actually shows that single mother households produce more felons, that they produce more convicts, that they produce more fuck ups, more single mothers, and more people in society who are just not getting ahead like that. You know what I mean? So if the statistic shows this, shouldn't women of today be wanting to change the status quo, or are y'all just so happy with the little bit of money that you've been given, with the little couple of trinkets that this government and this system is giving you, that you're comfortable destroying your husbands, brothers, and family? Because that's what the fuck you're doing right now. I don't know if y'all realize that, but that's what the fuck is going on right now. Men are being destroyed. We're being demonized by the media every chance. We're getting locked up for false accusations. I mean, y'all know what it is, man. I mean, there's literally women on so many platforms right now, like, that will get on the camera, bold, straight face, with a straight face, and say, if I have 4 or 5 or 6 different baby daddies, I get a X amount of dollars for each baby daddy, and I know a bitch will be taken care of for the rest of her life. Like, motherfucking really sitting there calculating how to get over on men and the government and the system. Like, we being nice to y'all, trying to help, and then it's like y'all saying, fuck y'all, we just gonna use you and with a Coke and a smile. And it's like, at some point, men are finna, and it's kind of happening right now. At some point, and like I said, it's happening right now. Men are like saying, you know, the gig is up. We know we've been had, and we're tired of the bullshit now. So, well, I'm gonna let y'all figure it out.
And this is some fuck shit. And this is some shit that my family has done to me. And it's called passing the buck. It's where, somebody asks you a question, and instead of answering it, or instead of dealing with the question, coming up with a solution, you say, it's not me, it's such and such. I'll give you a prime example. When you go to court, the police lock you up, they send you to court, and then they say, well, it's not me that you gotta talk to, it's the judge. Then when you go and you sit before the judge will tell you, it's not my decision if the case gets charged, it's up to the prosecuting attorney. You feel me? So that's called passing the buck. And this is some fuck shit that black people, white people, all people do, but I'm just giving you an example of it. Alright, this is West Coast Real Talk Radio. I will see y'all in the next one. Bitch. West Coast Real Talk Radio. I was just thinking of this right now. What do y'all think for the whole polygamy situation? So you don't have to call your wife number one, wife number two, wife number three, and she don't have to feel like, why I gotta be wife number one, or why she gotta be wife number one, why I gotta be wife number three, and or wife A, wife B, wife C. Instead of it being like that, why don't you just have it be where it's wife A because it's the first letter of her name? Or if her name start with a K, she's wife K. Or if her name start with a L, she could be wife L. So then it's never no confusion about, oh, why am I wife A? Why is she wife A? She's wife A because she's Anna, bitch. Oh, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it does make fucking sense. It makes a lot of sense. I know. All right. This is West Coast Real Talk Radio. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace, bitch.